Hey y'all, good morning. Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to another day of Vlogmas. Y'all, tell me why this morning went the way it did. It's like, girl, it's too early for all this. I'm not a morning person, so stuff just hits my nerve really easily. Especially when it's something that don't make sense, honey. Child, all morning I'm fussing at Olivia. All morning. I'm like, why do we have to do this? Like today, why we have to do this today? Come on now. We do this like almost every morning. So, anyways, child, she wanted me to fix her hair. Keep in mind, I've already done her hair. Okay, I've done her hair to last for the next 2 weeks, right? Well, because she's in her feelings or whatever, I don't know, y'all. She just didn't want the braids anymore. So she took it upon herself to take them out. So last night I was just like, oh, okay, whatever. And it did kind of hurt my feelings because the truth be told is every time I do her hair, no matter how I do it, she takes it down or she doesn't want it done. Or, and then she comes and shows me a picture of something that it's like, bruh, okay. Well, the pictures that she's always showing me is braids, y'all. Let me tell you something. The thing that I'm not, I guess it's like getting on my nerves because when I do her hair, she doesn't appreciate it. She complains the whole time that I'm doing it. She gives me attitude the whole time that I'm doing it, constantly saying, are we almost done? Are we almost done? Are we almost done? Then I style it. It's cute. I try to get her to take care of it. She doesn't want to take care of it. Then she does stuff. I feel like she does little things on purpose, like purposely get in the shower after I've told you to put your scarf on, purposely get in the shower without it, and now your hair is frizzy again, stuff like that. I don't know, y'all. Like, I don't be knowing what to do. The last thing, first of all, what I refuse to do, which I have no problem doing this if the attitude was different. You know what I mean? If the approach was different or the attitude and the attitude was different and the gratitude was there, then I would probably look at this totally different. But because there's a lack of gratitude, a lack of appreciation, because it's just always gimme, 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 it's gotten to a point where now it's like, bruh, it's annoying. Like, honestly, it's annoying as fuck. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all, but it is. Okay. I guess because I'm not like that. I'm not a taker, taker, taker. Like, I like to give. And she is turning into a taker, taker, taker. And I'm like, girl, no, that's not even cute. So anyway, yeah, so she took her hair down and then now she needs me to fix it. And it didn't piss me off, but it did hit my nerve a little bit because I'm like, bruh, when you took your hair down, or when you told me that you were going to take your hair down, and I didn't give you a reaction because I was over it, that led me to believe that since you were going to take it down, you were going to fix it, right? You were going to do your hair the next morning, which is now. That's the impression that I got, right? I mean, am I tripping for feeling like that? Okay. So, she's doing her hair and she's like, oh, the hair won't stay in the ponytail. And I'm thinking to myself, you're putting your hair in a ponytail. It's already flat iron straight. What's the problem? Girl, okay. So whatever. So because it was almost time to go, I just went ahead and fixed it. But the whole time I'm like letting her know, like, bruh, this is messed up because your hair was done. You decided to take it down, and here I am fixing it again, which defeats the whole purpose of me even doing your hair the first time. See, I try to avoid doing her hair every single morning because it takes time to do. So I try to, if she's going to wear it in a ponytail, then yeah, I'll do that. I'll fix up her ponytail. You know what I mean? If her hair is not flat iron straight. Um, but if it's braided for a reason. You know what I mean? If I have it in a certain style, it's like that for a reason. Like, don't 2 days later or 24 hours later, now you completely destroyed the hairstyle, all because of really you have no real reason, you know. And she told me, well, I don't like braids. How do you not like braids, but every time I do your hair, those are the types of pictures that you're showing me is braids? So what you're telling me is when I do your hair, it's not good enough. To you, it'll only be good enough if I go pay somebody to get it done. Because on her birthday, she had braids. We just needed a few packs of hair to fill in the back. And then all of a sudden, out the blue, she wanted me to take them out. But then comes to show me pictures of those same exact braids. And that's what I'm telling her. I'm like, bro, you show me pictures of crocheted braids, which is what you had. You had crocheted in braids. You know what I mean? But because you was feeling away, or because they, I don't know, because I guess I didn't pay for them to get them done, although I did pay for the hair, which was not, I mean, at the end, by the time it was all over, which wasn't cheap, by the way, y'all know I'm cheap, okay? But anyway, the point is, I feel unappreciated a lot of times when it comes to Olivia and her dad. You know what I mean? I'm just being honest. I normally keep it to myself, but I'm just being all the way honest. I feel unappreciated, okay? Let me tell y'all what happened when I went to the Kroger the other night. So, um, oh my gosh. Sorry, y'all. Hold on a second. Oh, okay. I don't know what's going on. That was not supposed to happen. But anyway, so, okay, y'all. So I'm going to tell y'all what happened the other day. So the other day, um, oh my gosh. Okay, so anyway, so the other night we go to Kroger, right? Now, the night before we go to Kroger, I had dang, what happened? Oh, okay. So the other night, the night before we went to Kroger, I needed some money for something, right? I needed change. So Olivia had money. And so I did a swap out with her. I was like, here, you take this and you give me this, and this is your change. And then I'll give you the rest of your change, tomorrow, which was the day we was at Kroger. So I had already given her, when she gave me, all she had, I thought she had change broken down, but all she had was a 20, right? So she gave me the 20, and then I gave her, I think, $8, $7 or $8 or something like that. And I was like, I'll give you the rest of it tomorrow. And oh, that's what, because I needed something from the store, and their card thing was messed up, and they weren't taking cards, so I needed cash. So anyway, and she had cash. So anyway, yeah, so I gave her like $7, $7 or $8, and was like, I'll give you the rest of it. Tomorrow when you get out of school, we'll go, down the street or whatever. So we go down the street, and the whole time she's like, well, first of all, let me just say this. Before she even got in the house, when she got off the bus, she's like, where's my $20? And I'm thinking to myself, okay. Anyway, so I didn't respond. And so, we go down the street or whatever. And she says it like three more times. And I'm like, girl, relax. It's really not that deep. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, first of all, no, it's really not $20 that I'm supposed to give you. I'm supposed to give you 13 or $14, right? 12 or $13. So flag number one, because I'm thinking like, does she not? We've been practicing on like her counting her money and stuff like that. But let me tell y'all something. Olivia does what she wants to do. She takes in what she wants to take in. If you try to teach her something, 9 times out of 10, she's probably not even paying you no attention. Okay. So anyway, so now we go into the Kroger and I go to the store. Their machine is working now. So I go ahead and get cash back so we could get on the bus. But I give her the change. So I think it was like $5 or $6 or something like that, right? Because I still owe the money, right? So then we get on the bus. We go down. First we go to the Dollar Tree. Then we go over to the Kroger. So now we're in Kroger, right? And she's asking me, can she get this ramen noodle bowl? I said, okay, fine. Get two of them, get one as a backup. They're like $4 a piece. I'm like, fine. So then we get around to the body wash. Now she's telling me she wants some unscented body wash. So I'm like, okay, fine. We get the body wash. The body wash, I get the baby wash brand, the Kroger brand, because it's on sale for like $1.50 or whatever. So I get two of those. So then she says, well, I want some deodorant. I want the Old Spice deodorant. So I'm like, Olivia. I'm like, okay, cool. Because in my mind, I'm like, well, this deodorant coming out of her money because hilarious, you know? So, girl, we get to the deodorant and I'm looking at the prices and I'm like, nah, these are full price. I'm not paying for that. And those were my exact words. No, this is full price. I ain't paying for that. You gonna have to pay for that. Girl, tell me why her attitude, she got an attitude and was about to start crying, talking about some, but you owe me $20. No, the fuck I don't. Okay, first of all, and I'm sorry for cussing, but first of all, when you gave me the 20, I gave you back 7. Okay, then I gave you 5 before we got on the bus. Okay, then you got a basket full of stuff, and you gonna have the nerve to get mad because I'm telling you, you got to pay for your own deodorant. I just bought you some Degree deodorant about 2 weeks ago. Okay, and then I'm not even telling you that you got to pay for your own ramen noodles and your body wash. So what is the problem? Okay. So she's like, yeah, but you still owe me. You took my money. You owe me. At first, I didn't take nothing. First of all, okay, because I ain't no thief, okay. And I'm trying to explain to her now. Now I'm irritated because you got me in the store fussing at you when you the one that need to pay attention. You know what I'm saying, to what's coming in and what's coming out. You need to work more on your money and actually paying attention when somebody trying to teach you something. See, that's the problem that me and Olivia have. I'm always trying to teach her stuff, but she don't never want to listen. And then when it come time to the get down, then she all confused and distraught because she done missed out on what she was supposed to learn when I was teaching it to her. You get what I'm saying? So anyway, I know that probably didn't make sense, but it made sense to me, okay? So girl, I was just like, I know this girl is not crying over no $6 deodorant, because that's how much it was. She wanted the Old Spice. $6, it was $5.40 something. $6 deodorant, and she crying because I told her she got to pay for it. So I asked her, I said, well, hold up. I said, so wait a minute, you want me to give you $20 still, outside of the 7 that I gave you last night, the 5 that I gave you on the way here, and I'm paying for your body wash and basically getting stuff that we don't need, okay? Because we got a house full of food. I got a house full of body wash and deodorants and stuff. Basically getting stuff that we don't need. I'm paying for it, and you mad because you got to spend $6 of your money? I said, oh, okay, so you want to keep your money, but you want me to spend my money. Well, how fair is that? Why I got to pay for some extra stuff? Why I got to pay for some stuff we already have? But no, I'll be bad. I'll be wrong if I just say put everything back and we walk out of here with nothing. Some of y'all will probably look at me like, dang, that was harsh. But see, what y'all don't understand is this is all the time. This is all the time. And it's hard because I'm trying to teach her not to be selfish. I'm trying to teach her to do for others as you want them to do unto you. I'm trying to teach her to be more considerate of others. And she's having a hard time with that. And yes, it's frustrating. Okay? It's frustrating. Especially when you have a child who's about to cry because she don't understand the value of money. right? Then, okay, so me being her mom, me being stuck in my ways, because it's my fault. I take responsibility for some of it too. Because, yes, she is the only child. And yes, I give her every freaking thing that she wants. Okay. So, yes, I take responsibility for it. So, when there's times when I don't want to give it to her, or when I may not be able to give it to her, then yes, I get the attitude, or it's almost like I get put in the hot seat and have to play 21 questions and explain why. When really I don't have to explain nothing. You get what I'm saying? And that's what I be telling her too. I ain't got to explain nothing to you. Girl, if you got 50 shoes in there, you know what I'm saying? If I don't want to buy you an extra pair of shoes, then I ain't finna buy you an extra pair of shoes. Okay? You got a whole bag of candy in your room. If I want to buy no extra candy, I'm not finna buy no extra candy. I ain't got to explain. Yeah, so that last night I had to laugh because I'm gonna tell y'all, she was showing me, like, that's what I'm saying, like, sometimes in order for me to keep my sanity and not lose my shit, I have to laugh sometimes, okay? Like, honestly, because I want to be happy. I don't want to be miserable. I don't want to be sad. I want to be happy, you know. I feel like I'm an easygoing person, and maybe that's what the problem is. Olivia doesn't get whoopings and stuff like that, spankings. I mean, yeah, some people probably would suggest that I do that. Let me tell you something. It's not like it hasn't been done. It's just that I don't feel like it brings any results, okay? It really doesn't. Like, why am I going to chase her around with a belt and strain my back trying to beat her, with the belt and spank her with my hands? But, I'm like, girl, it takes too much energy and it doesn't bring any results. Because we end up doing the same thing either the same day or the next day. You know what I mean? It just repeats itself all over again. So I do stuff like, take her phone, take her tablet, ban her from the internet. Uh, I don't know. It's kind of hard when you have a child who isn't that active. I mean, what do? You can't take away sports because she don't play any sports. You can't keep her from visiting friends because she don't have friends in the neighborhood where I allow her to go over to their house and stuff like that. I mean, what do you do? But anyway, so yeah, so last night, she's showing me her grade because they took finals for the end of the semester, and she's been telling me, keeping me posted on her grades because she had one particular grade that was a major concern because I couldn't understand, but we got it situated, we got it figured out. Anyway, so that grade is slowly coming up, right? Because anyway, so y'all, okay, so she's showing me her phone, and I noticed that there's an assignment where she got a 115 out of 100. I've never seen that before, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, whoa, that's pretty cool, What kind of assignment did you have to do? What was it? Was it a project? Did you have to read something out loud? Did you have to work as a group? Was it a report that you had to do? Was it a pamphlet where you had to read something, answer questions? Like, what was it? What type of assignment was it? Because I'm like, dude, 115 out of 100? Like, bruh, I got to know the details, okay? What was the assignment? Straight from the rip. She's trying to take her phone. It's almost like she's trying to take it before I see something that she doesn't want me to see, right? That's the vibe that I'm getting. So now, because I done got that vibe, now you ain't getting this phone back, okay? So now I'm scrolling because that's how I spotted the 115 out of 100, because before that she was like trying to take the phone because she was showing me something, but the more I was looking at the phone, the more she was trying to take it, girl. Anyway, so I'm scrolling and I'm like, hold up, sis, have a seat. You keep trying to take this phone. You making me feel like there's something you don't want me to see. So now I got to see it, okay? You should have never gave me the phone. You should have just came in here and told me what the grade was and kept it moving if you didn't want me to go through your phone. You know how I am. I don't care, okay? I don't care. You're not an adult. I'm going to go through your phone. I'm going to go through all your stuff, okay? I do it on the regular. I mean, really. In front of her when she's not here. I do it all the time, okay? I'm always in her closets, in her drawers and stuff like that. Listen, okay? You gotta do what you gotta do. So yeah, I'm looking at the, waiting on her to tell me, what the deets on this assignment. I'm like, girl, what's up? Tell me about the assignment. It was an assignment. It was an assignment. Mom, it was an assignment. And I'm like, girl, duh. I know it was an assignment. What type of assignment was it? So now I'm getting irritated because I'm like, dang, I'm trying to congratulate you and I'm excited about this grade and I just want to know more details and you giving me the stink face and the attitude. At the same time, she's steady trying to take the phone. So I'm like, you know what? Sit down. So I just start scrolling because I'm like, you ain't finna take this phone. You keep trying to take this phone. What are you trying to hide? So I'm just scrolling. There was nothing there. Everything was good because we were looking at her Google Classroom and all her assignments and stuff. And I've been on her about these missing assignments that she had back when they didn't have a teacher, apparently. Anyway, but yeah, girl, that's what I was looking for, to make sure she turned in them assignments that I keep getting emails about that they're saying she ain't turned in. So I just want to make sure that she's telling the truth. So she's telling the truth. She turned them in, but I just had to see since I had the opportunity, girl, okay? And you got it right here in my face, so I'm gonna look. So anyway, yeah, girl, she had a whole attitude about that. It was almost like she didn't want me to ask her no questions. And y'all, I cannot deal. I cannot deal. I'm like, what is your problem? And last night I was like, dang, I'm sitting here happy that you did good on something, trying to congratulate you and get more details about it, and you giving me nothing but attitude. But if I was the type of parent that never asked you about school or how your day was or what y'all did, what you eat, who you talk to, what type of projects, if I never asked you about that, you would swear that I was the parent that didn't care. Okay? But every single day, excuse me, every single day, girl, hold on, it's a daddy long leg on my wall. Ooh, okay. I gotta wipe that off. But every single day, I ask you, how was school? You know, anything exciting go happen today? Anything I need to know about before I hear from a teacher? What type of assignments did you do today? Did you have any projects that you had to do today? You do anything fun? Like, I ask all the questions, right? But every time I ask her, it's almost like I'm the one being nosy. That's the vibe that I get. Like, I'm the one asking too many questions. I'm being nosy. Like why you all in my business type of attitude? Because I can, okay? Because that's what I'm supposed to do, okay? Girl, I keep telling her, when you turn 50 and you have a child of your own, you will see. Because right now, all this right here that you got going on, you better pray and hope that none of this that you putting out come back on you, because that's what's gonna happen. You know what I mean? And I really wish, like, I know we don't have a car right now, but honestly, at the rate that we're going with the selfishness and the lack of gratitude and the value of money and just really being grateful for all of the blessings that you have, because girl, you are blessed abundantly, okay? You are blessed. So, and she doesn't even realize it. You know what I mean? Like, she doesn't even realize it. Like, she doesn't want for anything. Like, and that's the thing. She doesn't even realize that she's in a position where she doesn't want or have a need for nothing. She gets everything, whether it be from me, her dad, her family, you know what I'm saying, her aunts, her uncle. She gets everything. She's the only kid. So anyway, girl, I was thinking to myself, I was like, Lord, if we are blessed to have a car, if we are in a position where we are able to have a vehicle stress free without the BS, I would love for the first thing I would love to do is straight out the lot, drive to somebody's shelter, somebody's homeless facility, somewhere where we can give back. And I take her with me, okay? Like, feed the homeless, something. Because that's what she really needs right now. You know what I mean? She needs to see what it's like, what it could be like. She needs to see that there are people that are less fortunate, and the things that you're sitting here complaining about is irrelevant. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, it's not even that deep. The stuff that you get an attitude about, another kid would love to have it. another kid would love to eat this meal that you say you don't want, but you're in the kitchen scrambling for food. But I got a whole meal sitting on the stove, but you're in the refrigerator looking for food because it's not what you wanted. And then you get mad when I tell you to get out of my refrigerator. I'm telling you to get out of my refrigerator because why make a whole nother meal if I've already cooked a whole meal for you? So you being ungrateful. It's a lot of kids out here that don't have meals. That's why they have the program that they have at school now where kids eat free. Okay, and when the kids were doing virtual learning, they had the trucks, the school buses delivering food to the kids, because believe it or not, sometimes it's not all about it goes deeper than what's presented to you. Okay, so, and this is why I try to tell her, just because you see the kids on the bus, everybody's happy, everybody, you don't know what's going on inside their house. You don't know if their lunch was their last meal for the day, and you sitting in here going through my kitchen trying to find you something else to eat, and it's a whole 3-course meal sitting on the stove. Stuff like that. So she needs to, I really, and you know what, I take account, like, again, I take accountability, because maybe this is something that when we did have a car, I could have been more, uh I probably could have looked more into it then. But I ain't gonna lie, I had a lot of other stuff that was clouding what I wanted to do, because let's just say the baggage was real, okay? And I'm not saying that like in no shady way. What I'm saying is it's almost kind of like the reverse. You know how you get with it, like a lot of dudes don't want to get with females because they have kids and they feel like it's gonna be a lot of baggage that comes with it. The whole baby daddy situation. I mean, my kid, that sort of thing. Well, for me, it was reversed. I didn't have any kids, but I got with somebody who had kids, and it just was a whole type of, it was something I had never experienced before. So it was just taking me through a whole lot. You know what I mean? At the time. I mean, they grown now, the kids grown now, but at the time when they were around Olivia's age, the age she is now, 10, 11, 12 years old, around that time, it was just too much. You know what I mean? It was just too much. It was new for me. I had never dated anybody who had kids. I didn't have any kids of my own, and I mean, it just became a lot. Okay, so yeah, it distracted me. That whole situation distracted me from probably doing a lot of things that I could have done with my own child as a parent. You know, and so now I'm paying for it. So I mean, and it's all good. Well, it's not all good, but it's all good. But yeah, I really wish that that's really the only one thing that I can think of right now is the only reason why I would want a car is to take her to volunteer somewhere. You know, and I don't mean like once or twice. I mean like regularly. You know what I mean? So that she can have a more appreciation for her life, for things in her life, for things that people do for her, because right now she's not appreciative of nothing. She wants everything, and it's like, I don't know, it's just her attitude just really really sucks. She's a sweet child, but and I love her to pieces, wouldn't change her for the world, to be honest with you. I mean, that's my baby, you know but I just got to be real. There are times where she just be doing the absolute most. She just be doing the absolute most. So, you know all I can do is just keep doing what I've been doing, is try to teach her better, to do better, to think better, to all the things, to not be so selfish all the time. Oh, this was the other thing too that happened in the Kroger. So before the whole deodorant incident where she was about to cry about that, oh y'all, I forgot to tell y'all, on the way home I still gave her some money. Like that, you see what I'm saying? And I probably shouldn't have gave her shit, but because of her attitude, but I still gave her money. I gave her over 10. I think I gave her like $12. So I basically gave her way more than what I actually had exchanged with her from the beginning, right? Anyway, so But I still got attitude. Even after all that, I still ended up getting an attitude that night. So, um, I forgot what I was about to say. Oh, okay. So yeah, we was in a Kroger. I was grabbing some cans off the shelf, or what was I grabbing? Some chips or something. Something I was grabbing off the shelf, and some stuff fell. She was standing right in front of me, so she looks down and then she walks off. Now, this is not the first time that she's done me like that. She's done me like that on at least 2 occasions. And when she does it, it hurts my feelings because it's like, girl, excuse me, why can't you help your mom out and pick something up? Like, you see me help just stop. And if I see a stranger drop something in the store, you see me stop dead in my tracks to help them pick it up. But you watching your mom grab something and then something drops, you look at it and then you walk away. And then you have the audacity to get into the next aisle and want me to get something for you. Something that we already have, or something we don't need, the ramen noodle bowls. That's what she was asking for immediately after that. And I'm like, girl, I told her in the store, I was like, you see how you just treated me? I dropped something, you walk away. Anytime I ask her to do something, you walk away or you don't want to do it. Just like with the trash. I told her to dump her trash last night, like twice. This morning, 3 times I say dump your trash. The last time, I didn't hear you. Why you didn't hear me? I've been saying it. No, you didn't hear me because you didn't want to hear me. You didn't want to dump the trash. You didn't feel like dumping the trash. Why not? It's overflowing. Okay. So that's it. That's it, y'all. That's all I'm going to say because I didn't even realize. I'm looking at the time and it's like 30 minutes. I didn't realize I've been ranting for 30 minutes. I started this video as the opening to a vlog and to vent a little bit, but I didn't realize I was going to be venting for a whole half an hour. So, you guys, thank you so much for listening. Comment down below if you have anything to say. Hit the notification bell. Are you guys even getting the notifications? Like, for real, like the way I was looking at my analytics for the past few days, it has gone down and I'm like, why? Because, but I guess I don't know. I don't know if you guys are not getting notifications and stuff like that, because it's it says that you guys are watching the videos, but it seems like it's being watched like a couple days after I've posted it. Anyways, y'all be easy. I'm gonna get myself together here. I gotta work. I gotta go to work. And I'll see y'all later on. We'll kick up a new vlog, I guess. I think. We'll see. But yeah. I'll holler at y'all later. Bye.